Hi parents, welcome to LT Open House. My name is Jonathan Schaefer and I'm your student's math teacher this year. This video presentation will take you on a brief tour of our class, covering both the basics and the specifics of what your student can expect in Trig Pre-Calculus this year. So welcome everybody to one of the pinnacle math classes of high school, Pre-Calculus. It's the class that kind of takes everything that the students have learned so far from Algebra 1 and Geometry and Algebra 2, and it really bridges that gap between the high school mathematical foundation up into the college level mathematical pieces such as calculus as the students advance on in their mathematical studies. But before I get too far ahead of the course description and what you can expect in class, I wanted to make sure that I get a chance to introduce myself to you in a little bit greater detail. So I typed out a list of 8 different statements about myself. But the problem is, one of them is not true. So if you'd like to pause the video here and just read over the 8 statements, which one do you think is the one statement about me that is false? Go ahead and pause the video, take a guess, and then hit play when you're ready to see the answer. The correct answer is number 1. I'm not an LT graduate, but all the other statements about me are true. I thought that was a fun way to be interactive. It's also an activity that I did with the students earlier on in the first week of school. Some more information about me, my background in education. I attended Valparaiso University and then also Northern Illinois University for my master's degree. My teaching background included a year teaching as an assistant at Michigan State University, 1 year teaching at Plainfield Central High School, and then I'm now starting my 16th year teaching math at Lyons Township High School. I also coach boys soccer and girls lacrosse. Here's a list of some personal interests, just to share a little bit more about me, some of my hobbies and things that I enjoy doing. I really love spending time with my family, my wife Kim, and our 4 kids. We have 2 girls, Nora and Kendall, and then 2 boys, Evan, and a newborn baby boy, Hudson. He was born just in June over the summer. Now in pre-calculus, we're going to approach just about every question, every topic, and every idea, every objective in one of these 4 methods of study: graphical, numerical, algebraic, and verbal. And it's within these 4 ideas that we can really attack almost every problem that comes the students' way. And I want the students to really know how to do the problems, solve problems, and to think about problems, not just from one perspective, but from all these perspectives, visually, graphically, but also being able to communicate answers and solutions to one another. Grading practices. We have really 2 components in the class, and that's a formative component, which consists of all the practice that we do. And there's a lot of practice: daily homework assignments, online activities in websites such as Delta Math and Khan Academy, learning checks that they'll do and submit as well online. But none of that counts. It's all practice, it's homework, it's a chance for the students to really refine and reinforce their skills and in their objectives. Now the unit tests, when we have cumulative exams over each unit, those will be counted toward the semester grade and will be averaged accordingly like usual. But only the tests in our class will count toward the student semester grade. Now, how is this year different? So being in remote learning, which is a very unusual and strange situation, we've never done this before, it really is kind of asking us to just do things and think about things differently than we're used to. In math, that's going to involve sort of a flipped classroom idea, where instructional videos and maybe lessons and notes will be posted online, and the students can view those for their homework. Take some notes, try some problems, and kind of figure things out, at least initially, outside of class. Together, when we're in class, synchronously, we'll be practicing, working on interactive activities, asking questions, collaborating, and really providing students, I'll be providing students with extra help and support to just reinforce the ideas that they saw on those video lessons, hopefully in advance. Now, we're going to rely on technology a lot this year because of the remote learning model that we're currently working with. I have a YouTube channel where I post my video lessons. Students can access them there. They're also linked to Canvas. There are websites such as Delta Math and Desmos that are interactive. They provide really great practice of concepts and objectives for the students, and I'll be monitoring their progress through that remotely through those sites' organizational tools. At this point, I'll just show you a quick snapshot on Canvas. When your student logs into Canvas, the idea here is that they'll see the weekly calendar, sort of week by week, and there are links posted and videos hyperlinked. They can access the activities that we're doing in class that day, along with a section of assignments to do outside of class. So everything synchronously is listed there and linked, and everything asynchronously is also listed and linked. Now, in math class this year, just because we're remote learning, that doesn't mean that all of the things that we value and the things that as educators we try to instill in our students, those will all still hold true. Things like hard work, respect for one another, collaboration with peers, learning from mistakes and embracing the challenges, putting forth our best effort in everything. Those are all things that we're still going to instill in students, especially in math class, to achieve success. And I always say every open house that what I want students to learn is just really beyond numbers too, and beyond equations, is that we're really teaching them life skills such as discipline and teamwork and communication, presentation skills, in addition to problem solving and critical thinking skills. There's all these, pardon me, there's all these connections to real world applications that we learn in pre-calculus, and I want to make sure that it's about so much more than the day-to-day work and lessons that we do. For parents and for students from home, I would propose these items as ways that you can support myself and also your student. Just encourage independence, monitor Infinite Campus and Canvas, and help your child promote good study habits. Maybe get a special spot for them in the house where they can do their remote learning, or just support them and find out what they need specifically through communication. And let me know if there's questions or concerns that you have. Feel free to click send, email me at any time if you have questions, or if there's any issues that we need to address together. And so finally, I'll close by just sharing five things that I have found to be very successful in math. If students can do these 5 things, then they're well on their way to having a really great year. Ask questions, put forth your best effort, learn through doing homework. There's a lot of practice that's going to happen this year. Utilize extra help opportunities. I am available via Zoom sessions both before and after school. So just have your student reach out to me by email if they would like to take advantage of that. And then finally, show up. It's really hard to learn math when you're not there. So we really encourage the students to be there for the entire duration of the Zoom sessions, on time and ready to go with their materials prepared in advance of each lesson. And as you can see, each of these 5 items together, when you put them together, spell the word A+, which is exactly my wish for all of your students this year in math. So with that, I would like to thank you again for watching this open house video. And please let me know if there's anything that you need. If there are questions or concerns, reach out at any time. And I want to wish you and your student and your entire family a very happy and healthy and successful year ahead. I'm really looking forward to a fantastic year having your student in math. So thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your evening.